Okay, the other bowstring was too short, so I'm making a 62. I'm going to see if this is the bow length. And if it works out, it works out. And I'll be right instead of wrong. But what I've done is I'm going to use the same method, and the first string was great practice. So what I've done is I've attached the end of the thread here. I've already done my first bundle, and this time I'm going to make a 14 strand, which will be plenty. That'll go up to 30 to 45 pounds easily. So I'm going to try 14 strands. All right. That's 2 around the end. Almost there. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My last round here. There we go. Bang. 7. It's going to be a 14 strand string. So what I'm going to do is cut here. Then I'll add the bundles together and do the end loops using the Flemish twist splice, just like the other string. Okay, so I cut them. I was a little finicky, and then I got the little knot off there, and I cut that off. And I'll grab this bundle. Okay, now I get the wax. Not sure if it's the best doing this at the coffee table, but I thought it was nice. Yeah, waxing it really is going to help, just with the handling of it. You see why people do it this way? So there, we use the jig mostly to make these bundles quickly and evenly. There we go. up the wax a bit with my hands. There we go. Okay, now we've got our two bundles here. Sticking it together neatly. Okay, next what we're going to do is make one of the end loops. Alright? Okay, so right turn, cross them over. Right turn, cross them over. Turn to the right. Not as easy as it looks. Turn to the right. The right goes over the left. Okay. Turn this one to the right. Turn the green one to the right. Then the one in your right hand goes over the left. You just keep doing this. So turn to the right. Turn it to the right. Basically, you're just giving it like a half to 3/4 twist. Ooh, yeah, she wants to unravel. Be careful. almost there. I'll turn off the camera and then I'll show you how to finish this. Okay, so that looks big enough right there. Excuse me, for my recurve lower loop. It's just got to go over the end of the bow. So, see what I mean? I just kept twisting till I could fold it back and just have a look. Pretty good. Might go a little more, but yeah, maybe one more twist. So to the right, left over the right. There, good. Give it a little tug. Straighten that out. Should actually clamp this down as well. All right, good. Okay, see how I'm holding these so they don't become unraveled. But now my big master plan is to arrange the bundles. So I need to split up the green and the tan bundles. There, okay, got it, good. So there's the green. So now we group them. I'm going to group the tan bundles together and the green. Okay, and now I simply continue my little maneuver. So right twist, right twist, left over the right. Right twist, left over the right. There we go. Right twist, left over the right. Right twist, left over the right. And of course these are going to get tangled. Yippee. Okay, I'm going to continue on for a while and pick up with you in a bit. Okay, so I've gone along a little further. Got a couple of the ends from the splice hanging out. I'll just have to trim those off. And this section here is roughly 15, 16 centimeters right in there. That should be about enough. But one of the problems is that if I let go of this, it's just going to unravel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it off with, that's why I had this little thing of serving here handy. So I'm going to tie it off here, and then I'll start on the other end of the loop, and then we'll just twist up our string. Okay? Okay. So what I did, my first splice was a little messy. I had a few ends. What I should have done while I was twisting these together is I should have added more string wax. Believe it or not, more wax, eh? But now, what I'm going to do is check that they're the same length now that I've done all that. Still got it on the nail. And yeah, they're spot on. They're the same length. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-twist these about 30 turns to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get the idea. Okay, for this one, this will be the top loop. This guy has to go over the bow, the width of the limb, the bow. A lot of people like 10 inches. I'm actually going to go 11, even if I have to make the splice a little longer, in terms of if I have to suck it up into the splicing, the thickness. So I'm going to go 11 inches, just so I've got a little extra room. Now you'll see I'm not letting go of these, because I've got about 30 twists in there. But we just anchor the string there, and then I pretty much do the same idea as I did before. I'm going to actually remeasure that. There. I want to put tension on here. Make sure these strings are still the same length and they look good. What I want to do is just give them a pull this way so that I don't have any strands hanging down as a loop there. Let me get a good grip on that. Got it? Put that down there. Do my roughly 11 inches. Looking a little cleaner. And now I do the same thing. Now, what I'm going to do is save myself some trouble, and I'm going to actually wax this a little more right now while I've got them in my hands. Alright. Okay, I've got this one started, so I'm going again, I'm twisting it to the right, twisting it to the right over top of the left, twisting both strands clockwise to the right, crossing the right one over the left. Pretty easy stuff. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to finish this off. Now what I want is the green with the green. Got it? Just like that. And the brown with the brown. So I'm going to actually tuck the brown underneath like this. carefully. Twist them together. Alright. To the right. To the right. Left over the right. To the right. Right. Okay. Wishing I clamped the board down because it's moving, so I'm going to have to turn off the camera and then I'm going to put my foot on the board maybe. Let's get this string down there. Like that. There we go. Alright, good. To the right. To the right. Just need to give it a little extra tension. Yeah, adding the extra string wax to the tapered ends of this really helped. Hoping this is a bit of a cleaner splice. I just lost one of the ends. I'm trying to splice it in there. To the right, to the right, and you get the idea. Okay. Okay, I've got my splice done, second splice. This one ended up being a tiny bit longer, so like about 16, 17 centimeters. Should be about 15, right? That would be enough, but it looks all right. And now I'm just going to take the string itself and twist her up. So that's the top loop. I'm going to stand as though this was my bow, the way I string my bow, and there we go. I'm going to twist her up. So you twist your string, your bowstring, to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to throw a bunch of twists in there. 9, 10. Give it a little tension. 11, 12, 13. that's got about 24 twists in it. Have a look at it. Give her a little tension. Wow. Hold the loops together. Okay, my second string making attempt, and as you can see I've got it on my bow, so that's what it was. The 62 marker on the nail marker post is for a 62 bow. It ended up being about 58 inches string, which is perfect for this bow. But when I strung it the first time, it immediately stretched about an inch. So for some reason, yeah, you got to be careful with that. So I lost almost an inch there. But it didn't really have enough proper twist. Now it actually has uniform twist throughout, and it looks identical to every other Flemish twist bowstring I've seen now. But initially, I had put a few twists in it, and it went to 58, and then down at the top loop here, this little section here hadn't quite twisted up, so I think I was in danger of having my top splice actually come undone. That was a little scary. So yeah, I think it may have even slid a little, but it's fine now, and I've got it right at my normal brace height. And she is 14 strands. I think this is 2 strands less than the string I'm shooting, which is about 18 strands. But yeah, wow. Like, drawing it is really hard. There's no serving, so maybe it's just the feel of the serving, but yeah, yikes. It's I'm gonna have to weigh that, see what she's really pulling now. But that's at my normal brace height, which I run about 7 3/4. And she's got quite a few twists in it, the string itself, but yeah, she looks good now. I've got a really good solid backup string. I'm gonna serve this later on tonight after dinner. I'm going to try my first hand at serving, but she's tight, and it's all sticky. I got some wax on there, and just so you see, yeah, she's just under now, so it's stretching. So 7 3/4. I'll give it a couple more draws. Yeah. Just through half draws. Leave it on for a good half hour, see if it stretches a little more. I'll throw a few more twists in. Okay, it's not really sagging. What I was concerned with these splices just blowing out. I mean, I did them, but yeah, hopefully it works out. It looks good. The bottom loop turned out good. The top loop, honestly, is a bit big, but it does work. So, can't exactly redo it now, but I'll know that for next time that I've actually got room to leave the top loop a little smaller. Okay. Second string worked out. First string, I just chose the wrong peg, and it was a good practice string, but it's perfect for a smaller bow. There she is, the OMP 62, very common bow length, 62 inches. So now that I know that if I just choose the 62 peg on that, I'll get something that I can at least get to the normal brace height of the bow. Good. Alright, back to watching sand. Okay, I made this string, 8125G, and I threw some silencers on it, homemade, and I managed to get it the proper brace height for this bow, or at least the same brace height as I shoot the other strings at. And I don't know, this is like 20 meters, 18, at a small ground target. See how she goes. straight shot. Oh, a little over. Ooh, exciting. Okay. That was a nice quiet shot. Yeah, this serving is definitely wide enough for these knocks. Oh, that was good. This string is 14. I think my other two strings are actually 16 strands. So this should be a little faster string, and it should weaken my arrow slightly. Which, in theory, might straighten out my shots. I've got a bit of a stiff arrow, just slightly for this bow. Sometimes my shots go a little right, but that's okay there. I'm going to have to trim the silencers a little. Good. Just one.